Hey, how y'all doing? So I'm coming on here today. This this is how I'm gonna start like trying to upload every day. So it's February 1st. I'm gonna try to stick to what I was saying, but it's just a little story time today. But let me put this on real quick. So let me put it the other way actually. I'll put it right here for now. All right. So look, this was a long time ago, probably in my earlier 20s. Um, this was going into, I would say, 2019, I believe. Yeah, I think it was around that time, probably like before, it was before or after New Year's for sure. But I went out with two of my friends. Um, at the time, we went out to a hookah bar, and it doesn't really exist anymore, but it's called Sultan's, right? And I've been going there since probably since I was like a junior in high school, which is crazy because you got to be 21 to go in there. But I've been going there for a while. Um, what once again, it doesn't even exist no more. But it was like the spot used to be popping a lot. So we went there, and when we went, they had a time which is after hours. So I think it's after 2 or 3. So after 3, you can stay longer. I think you just have to, like, if you're already in there, you're good. But if you show up after hours, like they get you, like you have to pay at the door to get in, whatever. And a lot of people that come from like the club or whatever they're doing, they come. It was probably like 4 in the morning. And me, I'm in my early 20s. I could have been like 21, maybe 22. I think I was probably like 21 at this time. I'm out with my friends. We're sitting there. It's just the three of us. Um, we had liquor with us. They let you bring liquor, and if you wanted to smoke, you can bring that in there. So we were just chilling with the. We had vodka. Just a. I bought a. It was a. I bought a cheap bottle of vodka before I even went earlier that day, and I didn't even know what I was gonna do. So we ended up going there. I kept the bottle. We had a little bit of soda, whatever. I think it was Sprite. We had cups. We were drinking, whatever. Um, these two females. They ended up chilling with us. um, One of the girls was like vibing, whatever, and she was up dancing, feeling herself, whatever, and we just chilling. Music was playing. There's a DJ in there. People smoking the hookah or, drinking, smoking, whatever they doing. Everybody's vibing in there. There's a guy. It's a black dude, by the way. It's a dude. He's just walking around, and I guess like I think he was filling his drink on the cool. I feel like he was already like kind of faded, tipsy. I don't really know, but so that dude saw that girl dancing. She's up there walking around, dancing and shit, whatever, feeling herself. And then that dude wanted to dance with her, but she kept rejecting him, like pushing him away, like, nah, like she didn't care. Dancing, just feeling herself, whatever. And then I would feel like maybe 30 to 40 minutes pass by, and then we chilling, whatever. And then this the dude, right? He was like, "Hey, come here, bitch!" Like just like that, right? And then it looked like he was like trying to grab her or something. So like I stood up, like what the fuck, like. And then both of my friends stood up, and me, I'm probably about 6 foot and some change. One of my friends, this nigga's like that nigga's like 6'3", and then the other one, he's probably like 6'1", 6'2" for sure. So we all pretty tall niggas, like we not short, right? and then the guys that was with them, I guess one of them came over and was asking us if we good, asking us like what the issue was, and I'm saying I'm good, but at the same time, like I just felt like he was finna put his hands on her, like he's tripping, right? And then I feel like this is where everything went wrong. I'm gonna tell you, this is specifically, listen to this part, right? This is where everything I feel like went wrong in the night, right? So basically, I don't know who this female was. It was a black girl, so she I don't know if it was like his cousin or something, but she came over and was saying that the dude was drunk, don't mind him, no business. Uh, he's with her. I think they were family or something like that, right? And then he had the friends came over there and was asking everything was straight, whatever. And then maybe like an hour, I feel like a cool hour went by, like everything was cool, everybody's vibing, right? And So you see the way I'm sitting, right? So I'm chilling like this. I have my back turned, and that dude that was tripping, finna grab the girl, whatever. He was walking from behind me, right? Like he's walking from behind me, and then all of a sudden he hit me, boom. So he hit me like this, right? He hit me twice, like boom, boom, hit me in my face. So I turn around, right? And like I'm getting up, and like I start swinging back, trying to defend myself. Like this shit happened so fast. It was like a movie. And peep this. I'm gonna continue to what I'm getting to, but I swear, like no cap, like this shit is so crazy to me. The craziest part about this story is that when I got stuck, but when he hit me the second time, bro, everybody in there, it was full too. Everybody scattered like roaches when the lights come on. Like it was crazy. Like everybody scattered. Like that bitch got shot up. So it got crazy, right? So I get up and I'm trying to fight back, trying to defend myself, whatever. We're tussling. My friend, the one that's tall, he's tall as fuck. He's probably like 6'3". This nigga used to fight. He knows how to do karate and stuff like that. He was in tournaments. But I will admit, he hold on, my bad. My cat's right there. I just don't want her to mess up my setup. I ain't gonna lie though, he helped me. Like he started wrestling with the dude, whatever, and they fell on the floor, right? Like he's tussling with the guy, and then I'm finna run up and try to help my friend, right? Because he helping me. This has never happened to me before, and I'll be honest, like I don't got nothing to hide. Like I don't care if I get judged, but I got choked out. So there was more people with him, obviously. So when that happened, I got choked out, and mind you, there was three of us, right? So my other friend didn't. This nigga did not, like, he didn't attend in the fight. Like this nigga didn't help, which is cool, But we ain't worry about that nigga anyway. So I went to go help my friend that actually tried to help me fight, right? So I ended up getting choked out by some other dude. The girls are right there. I guess they saw whatever. But when that happened, I got choked. When I got choked out, I hit my head, right? I hit my head on the table, like I passed out. When that happened, they kicked me in my face, right? And like when I woke up, my nose was bleeding, whatever. But they chit like I have a crack on my tooth from that night. And then the hookah, right? When I fell and stuff, the hookah, I don't know if you can see the scar on my right here. I have a scar like on my thumb, but it actually burnt. Like this is from the night that happened. It burned the fuck out of my skin. I don't know if you can really see. I mean, but on my thumb right here, the coals from the hookah. Like if you ever smoke hookah, they put coals on it. So when I woke up, right, because I passed out maybe for a few seconds, maybe for like 30 seconds. I was out for maybe the 25, 30 seconds for sure. When I got up, my face was bleeding, whatever. My lip was like busted a little bit, but I thought the hookah burned my face, right? At the time, I thought it burned my face, so I was mad. Like when I got up, like I was mad, bro. And I had a blue. I could tell you exactly what I had on that night. I think I could have swore I had all white Prestos when Prestos was like in Foot Locker at that time. But I had all white Prestos. I had navy dark blue joggers on, and then I had a light baby blue. It was a hoodie, but it was by Champion. I got it from Academy. That's exactly. And then I had a fro, like medium little size fro. Like this is when I started growing my shit out. So man, I hopped up. I took my shit off, right, and I was ready to go outside and try to find them, whatever. Everybody's trying to calm me down, whatever, and like I want to go to the parking lot, try to chase them. So I'm upset. People's trying to hold me. I'm a big guy. I'm about 6 foot, maybe almost 6'1". I say I'm between 6 foot, 6'1". So I'm pretty tall. Like I'm not the tallest, but I'm a pretty solid big dude, right? And like I was so furious. My pride was hurt at that time that happened to me, right? And I'm mad, whatever. I'm mad at my friend too, because not the one that helped me, but the other one, that nigga did not help me, bro. I don't know if he was scared. I don't know, but it's all good. Shit happens a long time ago, but believe it took like three people to try to like calm me down, try to push me from leaving and stuff like that. So I get outside, and I was trying to get my stuff because I left my blue hoodie, and I think I left something else inside, like my phone or something. And like the security, there's a security, that nigga was the biggest nigga I seen all night. But I was so mad and pumped, I didn't give a fuck. I was talking shit, asking him like, where the fuck was you at, nigga? Like, when this shit happened, like I was talking shit, da 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 da. But turned out the night went smooth. Like people outside ended up helping me, making sure I was good. Um, I ended up getting burn marks on my shoulder, my hand, this right here, this hand. I think it's actually right there. Actually, I still got a scar from getting burned right there. My face was busted up. I was so mad, furious. That whole night, bro, I just was trying to find them. I was trying to call people I know, try to help me. I was talking crazy in the car. My friends were concerned, like scared, but that shit was crazy, man. Like I never thought that that would happen to me, and I really feel like the only reason that happened is because that dude, I think he was filling his drink, and situations happen like that. But that just taught me also, you can't be out late at a certain time. Like when you're young and you're in your 20s, in your 20s in general, and you're just going out to the club or to a party or to get-togethers, like you don't know the trouble that comes with it. So I would say just be careful staying out late. But that was one of the craziest situations that I've been in, bro. I got so many stories I could tell y'all, and this definitely for sure. Like I'm gonna come on here and tell y'all another story, but this this was one of the events that happened. But it was crazy as fuck. Like I never thought that that would happen to me. But that taught me as a man, like you always gotta know how to protect yourself. You gotta know how to fight. Even if you were female too, like learn how to do self-defense, work out, be in that gym, like make sure you a sturdy nigga. So like when situations happen like that, you can hold your own. You feel me? But man, but it also taught me about friendship too, because like I said, my friend did not help me. I told that I said something about that in the car, right? Like I'm telling old boy, like, why did you not help me, bro? Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, but still to this day, like, I still wonder about situations like that, but shit happens, like. But I appreciate my other friend. I always try to say that I did get help in that situation. That nigga he did his best to try to help me, you feel me? But when I got choked out, that's never happened to me before. So I thought that was crazy as fuck. Like, but yeah, man, like that shit is wild, bro. Bro, I've been in a lot of situations. Like, you know what? Since I got y'all on here, I'll tell you another situation of a time that I got into another fight. I've been in a couple fights, right? So this is another situation where I lived in a house with my friend. We were movers, right? And we lived in a house. Um, this was during COVID. I say 2020. So this was a time where, like COVID, it was a global pandemic, right? And so I was getting unemployment, but I was still being a mover. But it was more like paid on the table where they just give you cash for every time you do a job and stuff like that. It wasn't like where you sign papers and all that shit, right? So I was a mover, whatever, and like I would still get the unemployment and stuff like that. I didn't really get no stimulus and all that stuff. But whenever like I was struggling in life and I had people helping me out, and I was trying to figure out my journey. So I ended up buying a phone with that money. I got clothes, whatever. I tried the first whip that I got, man, I got so many stories that I could tell y'all, but the first whip that I got when I bought it, I think I bought it for like $1,800, right? I bought it from a used dealership. It was a Mazda. It was a V6 Mazda though. It was one of those a Mazda 6. It was fast. It was probably like a 2007 or something. Dark gray, right? Fast. I had that bitch for a week. It started acting up, acting weird. And me being young and naive, just wanting a car at that time, I was just like, damn, I sent it back, whatever, right? I'm gonna tell you all the stuff that's leading up to what I'm getting to, right? So I got that car, it didn't work out. So I got the second car, right? And this is at the time where I had a friend that was helping me, which also in that situation also, bro, I've been in lots of situations. In that situation also, I ended up fighting a friend that I actually went to school with, played ball with. And in that situation, this nigga was dating a female, and And my other friend at that time too was dating. They were dating the sisters, and me like going through situations like they were trying to help me out, so we were all living together. And that was the first time I lived with females and niggas, and it was crazy, bro. Like, but I ended up fighting that dude because like we all had a job, we were working together, and then it was getting to a point, everything was getting chaotic, right? But I got to a point to where I had to remove myself, leave. We bumped heads the first time outside, and we were fighting, and I addressed him and said stuff that he didn't like, and it got a little physical, so I left. And which is crazy, the the baby daddy of the girl he was fucking with at that time, that nigga helped me out. So I came back to get my shit. Uh, the mom of those daughters ended up opening my check, right? I go inside, I was mad about that, I get my shit. And then my friend that was fucking around with that girl, this nigga tried to block the door. I ain't like that. Put his helmet on, pushed me. We fought, tussled. I beat his ass, by the way. Whooped that nigga's ass. Then left, whatever. Then that's when I started trying to figure stuff out. I started getting the unemployment, whatever, during COVID, and everything was crazy during that time. But I got a car, right? I got a car, right? And then when I got that red Mazda, I had it for 2 weeks. It ended up breaking down. My friend that I ended up living with, he was a mover at the time. He came in a moving truck with one of the older guys that's like, he was like our boss at that time. But I didn't know, like I met him before I became like got that job. But they ended up picking me up, had to leave my car. I was sad about that, whatever. And then so I'm living with him, whatever. And then like months are going by. I probably stayed with him for almost like a year, all the way into like 2021. I was there from like going in like to the like going into August of 2020, and then all the way into like going into 2021, I would say. So I was there for a few months, but there was times where I would do like kickbacks. I'm throwing parties. Man, back then, if I knew that like the internet was popping, like with the streaming and YouTube, I would have been able to show y'all so much vlogs and shit back then. Like I could have been able, bro, if I just would have known. But you know, like me, I used to have the chill spot every time I got a crib, and I was living with people. Like I would always have friends come over, whatever. There was this one time where my roommate, he was my friend, right? One of his friends that he's real tight with, they were like locked in like this. They're cool, right? This nigga came over with his woman, whatever. But you know how Texas is. We live in Texas, right? So he's from Chicago or whatever, but he lives in Texas for a while. But you can have a firearm, like you can carry, like it's open carry, like when you're here. But my friends and everything, we're just not from that type of environment. Like I've been around people like that and stuff like that, even though I don't really act like that. But I feel like I don't really need a pistol to protect myself. Maybe like in my home and stuff like that, but not out in public. It just depends where you go in situations. But we were just chilling at my home, right? And when I've been to that guy's home, I always respected anything he said, but I asked him to put it in his car, right? I was like, you don't gotta worry about nothing. Like these are good people, whatever. And I was like my friends are feeling uncomfortable, right? And I feel like he kind of just disregarded what I was saying and didn't give a fuck, whatever. So the night goes by, whatever. We're chilling. We ended up drinking, right? This is one of the reasons why I stopped drinking, because I was put in a lot of different situations when it comes to liquor. So this is why I really don't need to drink no more. Maybe for my birthday, that's pretty much it. Or maybe if me and my woman go out on occasions, like every fucking 6 to 10 months, I'll drink by now. But so anyway, that dude was off the Hennessy, bro. And people when they mix their liquor with the weed and all that shit, bro. So I'm outside rolling a blunt. One of my friends at the time were chilling, whatever, and that dude hit me, bro. I don't know why he was mad, whatever. I guess he was tripping, bro. But he hit me, and me being crazy, I've been in so many situations. I laughed, bro. Like I laughed and everything. We're arguing, and I laughed when he hit me. Like I laughed just like that. Like I think he was like, "What the fuck? Like this dude's crazy." Like he hit me again, bro. And like everybody was outside, whatever, and his sister caught me, and bro, that was a crazy situation. So the girl he came over with, that was his baby mother. Like they had a kid together, everything. But he had a gun, right? He gave it to her. He was trying to fight, whatever. And like, bro, I'm faded, bro. Like, I'm laughing, like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't take anything serious, but he was mad. Like, that dude was pissed, bro. I think his demon came out or whatever, bro. But so anyway, when everything's chaotic and shit, and he's mad, and people trying to get between us, and his baby mama tried to pistol with me. She tried to hit me with the end of the fucking the gun. And one of the guys at the time that I used to chill with, just for a small amount of time, he blocked it, bro. Like, this shit was like a movie, bro. Like, I cannot make this up, but he blocked it, whatever. But I lost that fight, bro. I didn't want to get shot. I'd be like King Von or none of these niggas or anything. Like, I would have fought and stuff, but it was crazy, bro. My pride was hurt. I was mad upset. I questioned my friendship with him, and that was a crazy situation, bro. Like, that was damn near worse than when I fought in the hookah bar and all that shit happened. But yeah, man, I've been in a couple fights before. Living there too at the same house when all that shit happened. I had a situation happen also where I had to fight my boss. This nigga, bro. So I remember I told you when I lived there in that house with my friend. There was another house on the property, and it was our boss, right? I'm just gonna call him E. I'm not gonna say none of these people's names. I ain't gonna do these people like that. It's gonna be discreet, statutes of limitations, all that bullshit. But so I'm just gonna call him E, right? So E, this nigga was an older dude. He was like 62, bro. Strong nigga like an ox. Probably like 6'3", 6'2". I'm telling you, I've been around a lot of big ass niggas, bro. But he was an older dude, whatever, but he would give us our bread, bro. Like, he would give us our cash for every job we did, like being movers, and then we get tips and all that. But I didn't work like for a legit moving company. It was more like under the table, so they paying us cash, whatever. So I felt some type of way. I feel like they were skimping me out my money. He got mad, tried to threaten me, and I wasn't scared. And I feel like older people at that time, you know how they are when you're a young buck, and some older people kind of feel like they validated to have respect. But it's like, nigga, I'm grown. Like, I pay to live in this home. Like, I'm in my 20s. Like, I was probably like, at that time, I was probably like 22, 23. I was probably like 23, 20, 22, 23. Yeah, I was young, nigga, but I was still grown. You feel me? Like, I didn't like the way that nigga was. You feel me? But I had that situation too where I had my back turned. He pushed me, but when that happened, I wrestled him. So he tried to put his hands on me and come at me, and I put him in a headlock. And I'm a pretty tall dude too, but I was mad, bro. Like, I was mad and like, no, my bad. Let me rewind what I said. So when he pushed me from behind, whatever, and he tried to put his hands on me, that's when I had him on the floor. I threw him on the floor. I'm strong too, nigga. Like, threw him on the phone. I was telling him to chill out, bro. I was like, I'm not trying to fight you, bro. Like, this nigga's 62 years old, bro. Come on, bro. He was a black nigga, black and native or something like that, from El Paso, but big ass black nigga. But nigga was tripping, bro. Like, so I let him up, whatever. He tried to come at me. I had him in a headlock. And the funniest thing about this situation is my friend that I stayed with, we were roommates, like we lived in the house. This nigga come outside, didn't know what was going on. He's looking at us, trying to break it up, whatever. And I had older cats. They're like his friends, they're older cats, and like we all work together. They're telling us not to, like, he's telling him not to intervene, let us fight, tussle, whatever. But like, I got mad, bro, and like they said all my veins popped out, like all my veins popped out, bro. Like, I had him in a headlock, and like I was finna black out, bro. But I let him go, whatever. Got mad. Maybe like a day or two passed by, and we was good after that, but. Bro, I feel like me being a good dude and like being chill, I feel like I've been tested sometimes in situations like as a man, bro, and I feel like I had to like show people that I'm not scared, but um I don't really think violence is ever the answer. But these are just situations that I want to talk about that I've been in, bro. Like, it's so crazy. That, like, fighting my boss, that was crazy. And then, living with my roommate, his friend, trying to fight me, his baby mama trying to pistol with me. Like, this shit crazy, bro. Like, I tell no lies. Like, and if I had people, like, if I had my friends here that I would chill with, like, they were there to witness this shit. Like, if any of them watched this shit, like, they probably would be like, damn, I remember them times. But yeah, bro, it's fucking crazy. Like, And by the way, no one's been harmed in these situations. Like people are good. Like, but I was just like, fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, if anybody can relate to stories like that. Like, if you going through like a crazy situation with like fighting or stuff, if you gone out and you've seen crazy shit, like it's just crazy, bro. Yeah, but I think too, like when I had to fight my friend, bro, that was a crazy situation just living with them. And then I feel like I got backdoor though, bro. Like I feel like them niggas try to backdoor me, bro. But like I was just trying to leave. I had my bag, bro. At the time when I was mad, when they opened my mail and stuff, it was one of my checks from work. I put it in my bag, but I was so mad and riled the fuck up that I didn't realize it at the time, right? But I got my money and everything. I was cool. Like, I got all my shit. But bro, when he pushed me, bro, just threw that nigga. I grabbed him, I threw that nigga, bro. I think the glass they had like this glass table. It didn't like shatter, but it like fell through, bro, like that. And then like I'm choking that nigga out, telling him like stop fucking with me, bro, whatever. Let him go. That nigga try to sucker punch me, bro. Hit that nigga. Then I got people trying to push me. It was crazy, bro. That was a crazy situation too, bro. And the whole time when that happened, I always tell people this is like, bro. I always tell people this too. I've never not not like said anything different about this. But when that happened, bro, I had brass knuckles in my pocket the whole time. So the baby daddy, right? Whenever he drove me to the crib, right, and he was trying to help me get my shit and stuff. He was a good nigga, cool nigga. Shout out to him, bro. Tell me why that nigga told me just in case. Like he gave me brass knuckles, and I was so mad and riled up, I forgot I even had them bitches. Man, it was so crazy, bro. It was so crazy. But yeah, this was just a quick story time, bro. I just um comment below if you've ever had like a situation happen, like if you've ever been in like a real legit fight, or even if you've seen like a legit fight, bro. Like, bro, I, like it's crazy, bro. You know what? You know what? I know I've been on here for a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all one more. Boom. We're gonna go ahead and say one more, so we can go ahead and I can give y'all like different events of fights. But this one, I wasn't technically in, but I was out, bro. And at the time, you know, this was during COVID. Like I was single. I was in a relationship. All my friends went out, but one of my friends she was a girl, right? We specifically told this girl, don't get out, don't get involved, right? We told her not to get involved, right? And the girl, these girls were routed up, bro. But it was a girl fight basically, and she got whooped, bro. Like they beat her up and whatever, right? And you know we all tried our best to like break it up and try to separate it. And she was mad at us saying that why didn't we do nothing? But we specifically told her not to get involved in that fight, and that shit happened, right? And then my friend, we were all driving in different cars, whatever. But my friend at the time, he had like a red Nissan. It was the ones that look like the Infinities, but it's a Nissan Altima with the two doors. They kind of fast though, right? So that night was so crazy, bro. Some fucking dumbass nigga put a dent in his car, bro. Like just did it just to be an asshole. Um, Gunshots went off. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. But I learned too that night. I actually ended up throwing a like a party at my own crib, bro. So during that time when I lived in that home, I threw like a crazy party to like back to back, bro. And I swear, bro, if I really was on this YouTube shit back then, or if I knew streaming exists, I would have been able to show, bro. Like, my bad. I would have been able to show, bro. Like, this all the, bro. I would have been able to record all this shit, bro. Like, so crazy, nigga. So crazy, bro. But back to what I was saying, bro. That night, bro, we threw a party. I think it was on a Saturday. Friday night was a success. Like, bro, I made money, bro. Like charging people to come to my crib. Just that was successful. The second night, fucking, we left, bro. And the people want, bro. You know what's crazy? Out of everybody in that situation, like we were all planning where to go and stuff. There was only one person. It was a girl. She was telling us not to leave, telling us just to chill. Like call it. We didn't listen, bro. We left. All that shit happened. That was a crazy situation, bro. And you know what's crazy also? Like, man, I've seen so much shit, bro. Just like being involved in bullshit. But fucking that same night, bro, before we left, I seen, bro, this happened like at the party. I'm pretty sure, hopefully this guy's okay. But I went outside, bro. I'm walking around checking. And I was finna walk to the front because I was like, my roommate that I lived with, he was making hella bread, charging people like, I think he was doing like 10 a head, 15 like each in a car. I'm trying to give me a piece of that. But I went outside, bro. Some dude was wearing like, he had like off-white shit on, like off-white shoes, shirts, whatever, like designer shit, fanny pack. But a couple dudes like fought him, beat him up, got him out of his money. And I don't know if he said the N word, but that's what basically was said. But when I came outside, I seen him getting choked, bro. Told that dude, like, I was pulling that dude off of him, like, chill out, like, you can't be doing that shit here, bro. You're gonna have to leave. But they fucked him up, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. He was mad, saying, like, they took his shit, like, he don't care. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that whole night was crazy, too, bro. Like, I've been through some crazy shit. I've been through some crazy fucking shit. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the story time right here, man. But like and subscribe, and if you definitely have any situations like if you ever been in and you want to speak on it, just comment below, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Maybe tomorrow I'll come on here and talk about another situations that I've been in. But yeah, y'all have a good day. Peace.